Okay guys, welcome to my workbench again. In front of you can see the little Marconi R1155. I restored this radio a couple of years ago, and I want to have a look at our potentiometer, RF potentiometer, or RFVR as you call it, or AFVR. There's a VR of 50 kilo ohms and one of 500 kilo ohms. And so far as I can determine, the 50 kilo ohms is malfunctioning, or something is wrong with it. Anyway, I just tried them on Omni, but the sound is not that good on Omni, because it is working, so I have to check there is no mistake in there. So for some reason it is not coming along nice, so I have to check it out. So anyway guys, as you know, I built my signal generator with our dip function, and my intention is to have a go at this receiver, because the frequency, or the oscillator frequency, is not lining up with the scale. So I don't know what the reason was then, back then, a couple of years ago, what the reason was. I can't find out now what the reason was. Anyway, what it boils down to, at a certain time, at a certain point when it's connected or working, then all of a sudden the volume drops down to 0 and there is no sound coming out of it anymore. So it seems to me that at some point, somehow, the temperature in the radio has an influence on something. It could be in a bad solder connection, or anything that's getting warm. Could be also be related to the potentiometer or the VR 50K. Could be. So I have to find out. Anyway, there is no mistakes in there at all, so far as I can determine. The only thing is there is some contacts or bad solder connection or whatever, what is there. So it has to be checked. So I'm going to thoroughly check this radio. I'm very pleased with it. Anyway, the DF section is fully restored. Obviously I don't have the meter, I can't really use the DF section. Also I'm missing the coils of the DF section, so I don't have them either. So I'm just trying to find out what self-inductance those coils were. There's quite a big one, so far as I can see on the picture. I won't step back for making that coil. If I have some Litzer wire here, so it could be quite possible I could wind that coil myself. So I have to know exactly what kind of self-inductance is on there. So I will have a go making that coil. Anyway, having said that, I'm missing the meter, what belongs to this DF section. I don't have that either. So I pull all the valves out of there from the DF section. Only one is still in there, so far as I know. And yeah, I'm going to pull that valve as well. So there's no point having the valves in there for a section that doesn't work, or can't work because of missing parts. Anyway, having said all this, a couple of years ago done this, I did several months on there, and there is a blog on the internet, PD Papa Delta 3 Whiskey Mike Zulu blog is there. You can find it on the internet, and then you can find the restoration of the Marconi R1155. you can find out. There's only in pictures. There's no film of that. I wasn't on YouTube at that point at that moment. So anything what I would like to have is one of those magic eyes. I have another one that is an Echo. What's the MO? No, EM35. I have in stock, so I have to change the connections. It looks the same. Has the same values anyway. So I could change the contacts. I have to get the contacts with that valve is different. So then this would shine nice in green. Anyway, this is only light green. He's still working though. So what I will do next now, and that's the next what I'm going to do, get all this stuff, the speaker, the power supply, and the Marconi on the workbench. I will do that, and then I will remove them out of his case. And then we're going to search for that contact, to see if we can find a VR 100k, 50k. I think it is really impossible to find a combination like that. So I have to dream up something. Anyway, it's crackling quite a bit, so it's very but you know, guys, perhaps with some contact fluid could be solved, but a VR or potentiometer, but it's cracking and glittering or whatever, you better can replace them, because I think well, it is a new one that I put in there then. So I don't know what is going on. Anyway, so far as I can, so far as I remember, I put some resistors parallel with. Because there was also a stereo 500k potentiometer, so I had to put some shunts on there to get them back to 50k. So I don't know, guys, I don't know what's going on, so I have to check them thoroughly again, so I'm really determined to do that, and then see if and then we'll tune them up properly. So the IF frequency on this Marconi is 560 kilohertz. That's the IF. So if you are at 3.5, then you add those 560 to the 3.5, and you got that 5 something come out of there, 5 megahertz. But that oscillator should be on. So, and you can imagine when you go higher, then it goes even higher than that. So it's at about 6. I have to. Well, I'm not still early in the morning, so I'm not. My brain is not functioning yet. Yeah, they all I know. Anyway, guys, we will do that. You can see in front of here, you can see. Yeah, on the bottom you can see another one. That is the Challenger, the Helicrafters Challenger, Sky Challenger. I restored that as well. There's also on that same page. There's no film of it. It's functioning fantastically. It's a very good receiver. Also here we have oscillator problems to get it right, as far as I can remember. So it is not spot on anyway, so it's off. So I intend to, that's the next one, to get that right. And I have another Helicrafters, same thing, same story. So anyway, guys, we have our work cut out for the near future, so I will do them one after another. So I will make some video of it. So I will show you the insides of those receivers. Anyway, guys, for those who didn't know or don't know, this Marconi was used in a bomber, in the Lancaster, in the Second World War. And he had the direction finder. they used to find a target or to get back home. That's what they did. So the British flew at night and bombed the shit out of them. So well, it was terrible. Firestorms and whatever, but consequently a lot of citizens lost their lives because of that. So yeah, you must have to go back in the time then. The Germans bombed the British cities and to get the Brits on their knees, and Churchill was one of the ones having FU and so on and so on. So and rightly so. And at a certain point, the RAF was in the position to bomb them. And so they were absolutely livid when that concerned. Sir Harris, the commander of the RAF, of that section, and he was a strong believer of getting the Germans underneath with bombing. So, but now, after so many years, we know that bombing doesn't work. It actually presents you with the opposite. So people get more determined to win, but they resist more because of that. So we know war is not on anyway, but in any case, the things that's going on in this world today proves my point of view. If you hate people for some reason, whatever the reason may be, then you are on the wrong side. Hate is not the thing you should have in your body or in your mind or whatever. But hate gets you to doing the wrong thing. Okay, you should live in peace with one another. And well, I'll stop my rant here. Anyway, I was talking about the Second World War, so that was used in the Lancaster bomber. Okay, so far so good. And when I come back to you with well, I will have them open and I will show you various things. Okay, I'll see you then.